Welcome to the 10 and 10 podcast. I'm your host today, Ashley Clark, and today you're in for a sweet treat. Today we have Devon Washington, who is the powerhouse behind AZ Chimney Cakes, a favorite of mine, new favorite of mine. So we're going to jump in. Welcome. I'm so excited you're here.
Thank you.
And I'm excited to talk about these amazing chimney cakes.
I'm excited to be here.
We recently met each other at a networking event, and I didn't know what they were. I got to try one, and I think I'm hooked now. So I'm excited to understand a little bit more about the story of chimney cakes and how you got involved with it for a women-owned dessert cafe.
Yes, absolutely.
So tell me a little bit more about it and how you got to be in the chimney cake business.
Yes, it was a little bit of a wild ride, to be completely honest. I co-own the bakery with my mom and my three sisters, and we actually were trying to open up a coffee cafe.
Oh.
And one thing led to the next, and pretty soon we were in business with chimney cakes.
Okay.
So for those of you who don't know, which a lot of times we find about 80% of the people that come in our doors have no idea what a chimney cake is. And unless you've been to Europe, most people just, we spend our time educating them. So it's a sweet Hungarian dough that we actually wrap on a rotisserie, and we coat it in a bunch of really yummy things like Oreo cookie, and we fill it with a bunch of really yummy things like ice cream and other handmade creams that we make.
It was incredible the first time. I tried the cinnamon sugar with the, it was a yellow
Bavarian cream.
Oh, it was so good.
That's a pretty classic one.
It is amazing. Do you have a lot of them in the holiday season at your house?
We do have a lot of them. We also mix it up. So per season, we might have a different treat. So for example, for Halloween, we have Halloween Oreos, not just the plain Oreos.
Yum.
We're actually next week, we're going to be launching Honey Week with Visit Mesa. Okay. So we have a honey special that we're calling a Sweet Bee Swirl that has honey that's going to be coated on our whipped cream.
Oh my gosh. Do we all get invitations to go and try them? That sounds amazing.
Come in anytime.
What do you have a favorite honey cake out of all these? Or honey cake, a favorite
chimney cake?
Chimney cake, yeah. I was on the honey.
Yeah, I do. So they are pretty sweet, and a lot of people, it's not hard. A lot of people like dessert. I actually like mine unfilled. So there's one that we call the Legend. It is walnuts with cinnamon and sugar coated. Okay. And I actually like that unfilled with no cream and some coffee on the side.
That sounds amazing. Do you serve coffee as well?
We do. We have a full coffee bar. So we are originally from Seattle. We're coffee lovers. Again, that's how we were trying to start a cafe. And so we do have a full coffee bar as well.
That's awesome. And so you, your mom, and three sisters?
Three sisters.
Holy cow.
Yes,
That's amazing. So very family-oriented, family business?
Yes, we're very family-oriented. My sisters and I, we're all super close. So even my parents, they've been divorced now for over 15 years, and we still go on family vacations together. So we're always a very close family. Each of us growing up sort of took these different career paths. And so one of my sisters is our bookkeeper. One of my sisters does, the payroll and some of the operations. I have a baby sister that does our social media. So we just sort of all have our strengths. Mom's the head baker, and we put them all together to create the business.
That's incredible. Yeah. All of the backgrounds kind of help build it.
Yep, absolutely.
That's amazing. Why did you decide on chimney cakes?
Well, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, we were really looking for that cafe feel. And because we couldn't really find what we were looking for, we said, let's look at some existing brands. So we actually took over the business a little over a year and a half ago. We thought that, well, if we can't do just coffee, we figured that dessert goes with coffee, and eventually we can expand the menu, which we've already started doing, into some savory cakes as well. So that's really how it happened.
So savory cakes, what do we have to look forward to hopefully in the near future?
You will have lots to look forward to. One of our favorites is our barbecue chicken. So our cake is actually coated with barbecue chips, and then we have shredded barbecue chicken, like pulled chicken with coleslaw and a side of pickle.
Oh
It's
my
delicious.
gosh. Okay, so now we're done. We're gonna go get
Yeah,
some
we're gonna
right
go get
now.
some.
That sounds so good. That's amazing. I'm so excited, and it's such a unique thing. I've never seen them before, as we had talked about. But they were really, really good. What is something that you didn't expect that you are presently surprised by within maybe the small business world?
Yeah, I would say so. My background is I've spent 20 plus years in corporate America and specifically in the sales industry. And for me, coming into the small business world, I was really a little bit nervous of just how to get started, where to go, who's who in this world. And I was pleasantly surprised by how many small business owners are so eager to help. Whether it's with connections, whether it's with, hey, how are you doing your inventory? Let me help you with that. I mean, there's just so many people that are really, really willing to help out and to partner and collaborate, which is amazing.
Yeah, I think that's how you met Elisa
Yeah,
as well.
exactly. Yeah, I met Lisa at a networking event, and it was like, hey, why don't you come and do a podcast? Or why don't it? So it's just amazing how many connections I've made in such a short amount of time.
That's incredible. And also, I just wanted to shout out to your shirt. I absolutely love it.
State
Is it?
48.
Yes,
Yep.
the love at first bite.
Yep. And we got some little chimney cakes on here.
Very true. That's incredible. Is there maybe a particular moment or experience that kind of was the spark for you to get on this journey and start this path?
Yeah, I think for me, one of the things that I've also learned, which has been really exciting, is that again, in my professional career, I've been more of a consultant where I'm helping businesses strategize, whether typically around learning solutions, so training and things like that. And for me, coming into the small business world, realizing how many connections I can make to potentially be a small business consultant one day, specifically within food and beverage, I've found that there's a lot of people that are like my mom, where it's she said, hey, I'm going to give up the corporate world to work for myself, and I really want to do this food thing. And so we kind of all got on board with that. But I've realized that there's a lot of other small businesses that do that, but maybe they don't have all of the pieces in play in terms of the strategy behind it. So I could see that being something that I maybe do in the future.
That would be
Yeah.
amazing. I love that. So for the upcoming holiday season, if someone were to maybe want to reach out and order a big tray for their holiday celebration,
Yes.
where can they find you and how can they get a hold of you?
Yes, I highly encourage that, by the way. Currently, you can email us at AZ Chimney Cakes@gmail.com. You can also reach out to me personally. I'm on LinkedIn, as well as we have all our social media on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. It's a very, again, family-owned business. So for all of us, we're on top of the email. We're on top of any messages that we get. But I highly encourage. We have trays available not only for the chimney cakes, we also have delicious baked goods. We have s'mores cookies and s'mores brownies that are delicious. And then we also do artisan sandwiches with our chimney cake dough as well.
Okay. And you have a physical location here in Arizona as well?
We do. We have a physical location in Mesa Riverview, so right behind Bass Pro, next to Cinemark. If you want to do a day date or something, yeah, we do. And then we also have the ability to do pop-ups. So if you really love us and want us to actually come out and have an event where we make chimney cakes for your guests, we can do that too.
Oh, live?
Yeah, live. We have a horizontal oven, and we can
Oh.
actually, create them for you.
That's amazing. Yeah. Well, I am so excited to get them for myself. They were so good. And for the holiday season coming up, thank you so much for coming on this podcast and sharing your passion and your amazing shirt as well.
Yes.
And it's going to be a perfect thing for the holidays coming up. Thank you so much for tuning in to this 10 and 10 podcast today. For those holidays, make sure you reach out to Devon and get a big tray of those chimney cakes to your home. Your family will thank you. Thank you so much for joining this episode of the 10 and 10 podcast, where we prove that having meaningful conversations and connections can happen in just 10 minutes. Please make sure you reach out to Devon for those trays and those amazing chimney cakes for your holidays coming up. And also stay tuned for the next 10 and 10 podcast. Until then, make sure to keep making those meaningful connections. Thanks.